You cannot go in there fumbling around and saying,
well, the United States is the place where everybody wants to go. My friends live here. I figured I want to be here.
Your visa will for sure be denied. To bring fake papers to an immigration office of the United States is the worst mistake you can ever make in this process. If you even give a slight indication that your plan is just to come to school and then disappear, then you will be denied. It is absolutely possible to come to the United States as an international student and stay legal for the duration of the time and have a time doing it. I am testament to that, and in this video I'm going to share with you how you can prepare for your immigration interview and tell you all the documents you need to bring with you, including proof of funds. If this information is going to be helpful to you, then stay tuned. The day you've been dreaming about is finally here, your interview day. You already went through the hurdle of acquiring your I-20. How do you now prepare to meet your immigration officer? In this video, I'm going to prepare you adequately, give you some tips, and also explain all the documents you need to bring to the immigration office interview. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing you are about to do this interview or a loved one is about to do this interview. Hello, my name is Bridget Brent. I am your resident auntie or big sister who will help you to prepare adequately for this all-important interview. I moved to the United States to study as an international student several years ago, and in this series I'm sharing all the tips and all kinds of information to prepare for your dream to become an international student in the United States. I already did a video on what you need to prepare as you make your application and before you are issued an I-20. If you haven't watched that video yet, I will link that in the description box for you. After the school issues you an I-20, you are now eligible to apply for a student visa. You need to make an application with your consulate and they will invite you to come and do an interview before a visa can be issued to you. I went through this process myself, and from my recollection, it took no more than 10 minutes for the immigration officer to interview me and to establish that indeed I had the proof of funds to live and study in the United States. I'm hoping the same will go for you. However, you do need to adequately prepare. The biggest tip I can give you for this immigration interview is tell the truth. Never ever provide fake information or documents to an immigration officer. If they ever find out that that's what you're doing, first of all, it's illegal. And secondly, you may be banned from all these opportunities that you're seeking. It's extremely important that all your documents are legal and everything you tell the immigration officer is truthful. The main thing that the immigration officer, from my understanding, is trying to do is to establish, first of all, that you're truly traveling to the United States to study. There are so many people that have messed this thing up for others because their goal is not really to study. Their goal is to simply enter the country and disappear. So the immigration officer will be looking at you more than they will look at your papers. So I'm going to tell you what papers you need to bring. However, it's important that you have a clear vision as to why you are going to the United States. If it's to study and you genuinely express that, most likely the immigration officer will be able to tell. So a student visa is a document that allows you to enter into the United States as an international student. The immigration officer will be looking for a few things from you. You need to bring your I-20 because that shows all the details of where you'll be studying, how much it will cost you, what the duration is, and all those details. Secondly, you need to bring your passport because this is your ID. Next, you need to be very clear what you're going to do at this school and why you chose that school in particular. So the immigration officer will most likely ask you, for example, why University of Pennsylvania? You need to clearly state why University of Pennsylvania is the best school for you. Go in relaxed. Rest the night before. Pray if you're a praying person like me, so that when you speak, you will speak as somebody who knows their vision and why they are going to the United States to study. You cannot go in there fumbling around and saying, well, the United States is the place where everybody wants to go. My friends live here. I figured I want to be here. No, your visa will for sure be denied. You need to tell them why you chose that school, what you are going to study, how that is going to help you when you go back to your country. The visa immigration wants to establish that you truly have ties to the country, to your country of origin. So if you have a job and you are only coming on study leave, make that very clear. Have all the documents ready in case the officer asks for them. However, don't volunteer anything that has not been asked of you. That looks just too eager and defensive, and it looks like you're trying to cover for something. So go in relaxed, answer the questions that are asked adequately, and just be human. Smile. It always helps. At this point, if this information is of great help to you, please be sure to subscribe and like this video, and also give me a comment and just let me know that you are enjoying it. Other than your passport, your I-20, you need to show adequately your proof of funds again. So in this case, you show them the full scholarships that you've acquired at this point, your bank statement if you have any money, and you also have to show funding with all the details if you are getting a support letter from your parents or a relative. If you have a bank loan, this time it's not simply a letter of support, but you have to actually show the details of how much your loan is going to be. Because when all this is put together, the immigration officer will be able to tell that you have enough money to live on for at least 1 year upon your arrival in the United States. So they are trying to establish if you truly want to go to the United States to study. That's the first thing. So the immigration officer will look straight into your eye. If you're lying for some reason, it will probably show. Remember, these people have dealt with hundreds, if not thousands, of international students that are trying to enter the United States. So you need to present your case in such a way that it convinces them without making it look like you are overdoing it. So it's all a mind game. You need to be convinced in your own mind why you are coming to study here. The United States welcomes students every year, so the doors are wide open. But at the same time, there are so many people that come here illegally. There are some people that end up coming here illegally and they mess it up for everybody. So present your case, be comfortable in your own skin, have the vision clear, make it clear why you chose the school you chose, and make it clear that you want to go back home. If you even give a slight indication that your plan is just to come to school and then disappear, then you will be denied, because at that point they're not sure. And if you go with fake proof of fund, a lot of people do this, and honestly guys, it's not worth it. To bring fake papers to an immigration office of the United States is the worst mistake you can ever make in this process. Because let's say you bring those false papers and for some reason you get admitted to the United States. It's very unlikely that you will be able to work and earn enough to cover all your school expenses if you don't have a scholarship or a loan. And if you can't go to school as an international student, you are here illegally. That means you've stayed for the wrong reason. And when they catch up with you, it's a whole other story. So all to say, go to this interview relaxed, well-groomed, look the best you can look, and just go with a smile and with the vision clear in your own mind. Of course, the proof of funds, letters, and all that information should be available. But sometimes they honestly don't even ask for it because it's not the papers they're examining so much. It's you they're examining. So you better be ready to present yourself in an honest way so that you can get the opportunity to study here in the United States. In my view, the legal, honest way to get into this country as an international student is the best way to come to this country. And if you do your undergraduate and graduate and practical training, that gives you an extended period of time if that's what you want to do. That's actually what happened in my case. I came as an undergraduate student and then I did my graduate studies. It's been a pleasure spending this time with you. I hope all the information I've shared with you is of great use. And if it has, please share this video with somebody else who is in your shoes or anybody you know will find this information helpful. Be sure to subscribe. And for now, let me wish you God's blessings and see you in the next one.